Hello to my Math 15 students. I know when you signed up for this class, you probably didn't think it was going to turn into an online class, and neither did I, but well, here we are. So I do have an updated syllabus, and so let's take a look at that, and after you take a look at it, you can email me if you have any questions. Okay, so here is the updated syllabus. And if you were able to print it out, you could follow along. If you weren't, you could just watch the video and refer to the updated syllabus online. So yeah, I'm hoping everybody stays nice and safe and healthy, stay inside as much as possible, and shelter in place. So yeah, the updated syllabus is here. And if you do have any questions, I'm sure everybody has my email address, so you could email me there if you have any questions. And I do want to make sure that everybody's going to have access to the internet for the rest of the semester. And if it turns out for some reason you don't, then please contact me so we can figure out how we're going to do things, because going forward, I am going to be putting the handouts online, like this updated syllabus, and I'm going to put recorded lectures online, like this video I'm doing right now, so you will need access to the internet. I'm still going to have the same office hours or by appointment, and we're going to use Zoom for my office hours. So there's an app you can put on your phone or computer. You could look for the app, just look for Zoom, or here's the web address. And then here is the meeting ID, 560-630-8225. So that'll be the same ID every time for the office hours. You could just type that in, and I should be there with my Zoom window open, and we can talk about any questions you have. And I encourage you to dial in to the office hours at least once, just to say, yeah, hi, I'm just checking in, making sure my connection works. And then that way we'll be sure that if you do have questions later on, you'll be able to get to me during office hours. And I will have my email open, so during office hours, in case you do have troubles, you could email me and I'll see that, and then maybe we can figure out what the problem is. So yeah, there's going to be a handout for each lecture, and it'll be posted on the same place this document was, Glenn's math page. And I'm going to have a lecture, but again, if you have a printer, you could print out the handout ahead of time, and that way you'll have it there as you're watching the lecture. After the lecture, I'm going to post the handout again, but this time it'll be the handout that I used during the lecture. So it'll have all those blanks filled in and things circled in red and arrows in green and all that stuff. So yeah, all of the postings, the handouts, any calculator sheets, the videos, that's all going to be here on Glenn's math page. And here's the web address. And I'm sure you had that before because you're watching this video, so that's where this video was. So as far as grading for the rest of the semester, there's going to be a few changes. The total number of points for the semester, 820, that's not changing. But some of the things will change down here. So, like, I'm not going to take roll anymore this semester. Your class participation from before spring break, that's going to be what determines how many of these 50 points you get for class participation. Homework, 150 points possible there. And before spring break, we had assignments 1 through 14, and I still expect each one of those to be turned in in full, in other words, the whole assignment. And you can still turn in one of those assignments late if you want, or more than one. So yeah, you could scan it in or take a photo and send it to me. And when you send it, please include the assignment number in the subject line, because that'll help me keep track of which assignment I'm getting. You know, I'm probably going to get quite a few of these from different people, so it just helps me, keeps things organized. And yeah, please make sure your work is legible. So if you take a picture of it, hopefully you wrote on the paper in dark ink and I can read your work there. Okay, then I'll grade the assignment like I've done before. Each one is worth 10 points, and email you back an image of the graded assignment. And I do have lots of graded papers that you turned in before spring break, and some of you might want those back and some of you might not. But if you do want any of those back so you can refer to them for review, email me and I'll scan in your graded paper and send it back to you. Okay, so that is assignments 1 through 14. Assignments 15 to 18, they're going to show up on a new version of the tentative assignment schedule. And I'll have that coming out in the next day or two. So on all of the assignments after spring break, that's assignments 15 and later, I still expect you to do all of those problems. Because when I make up quizzes and exams, they're going to have problems that are similar to these problems. So I'm going to ask you to turn in only one problem from each of these assignments. That'll make it a little easier for you, a little easier for me. But what I want you to do is, on this new assignment schedule, I'm going to say, okay, all these problems for assignment number 15 or whatever, please turn in problem number 12, or, you know, you'll see whatever it is on the assignment schedule. So whatever that one problem is from that assignment, you should take a picture of it or scan it in, somehow get it in an image and email that image to me, and again include the assignment number in the subject line, like assignment number 15 or 17 or whatever it is. And then I'll look at it. If it's done correctly, you'll get 2 points. And if there's something wrong with it, you'll get partial credit. And then I'll email it back to you and you can see how you did on that one problem. Then sometime after the due date, and that due date for each assignment is going to show up on this new assignment schedule I'm going to be giving you. Sometime after that, I'm going to do the whole assignment and put that online. And that way you can see, in case you had questions about how to do a certain problem, you can see how to do that particular problem. Okay, and then for this category, homework on the syllabus, it said it's worth 150 points total. So the way I'm going to figure that out, you're going to get the assignments from before spring break, up to 10 points per assignment, and assignments after the spring break, up to 2 points per assignment. And I'll add those all up and come up with some kind of a proportion or formula to figure out how many of those 150 points you get total. Okay, the class projects. There are 2 class projects, and I am still working on grading that first class project for those of you who have turned it in. And so what I'm going to do, once I get those graded, I'm going to scan it in and email you back an image of your project with your grade. And if you haven't turned in project number 1 yet, you can still turn it in. You can scan it or photograph it and email it to me, and then I'll grade it and send it back. And the description of the project says anything that's late gets 1 point off per week. So if you turn your project in late and turn it in the week of March 30th through April 3rd, I'll just take off 1 point. The week after that, I would take off 1 more point. And the week after that, 1 more point, and so on. So, yeah, this delay because of classes being canceled, I'm not going to take off 2 points for that week. Okay, and project number 2, I'm expecting that to be turned in online, so yeah, we'll talk about that more when the time comes. 6 quizzes, remaining quizzes will be given online, and I'll talk about that more later on. Same thing with remaining 2 exams, more details to follow, and the final exam, more details to follow. So again, if you have any questions or had any problems getting to the document or the video, let me know. And I'll get that assignment number 2 uploaded within the next day or 2. Talk to you later. Stay safe and healthy.